What's up, rock stars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Black Ink Chicago Season 4, Episode. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the team, the crew, they are at a ping pong hall. It has pool tables and all of that. You know, they're all there. They're all enjoying each other. Even though, you know, 9mag ain't up no more, that don't mean that they can't turn up together anymore. Okay, so they doing Jägermeister, fire, whatever, bombs. They're doing shots and, you know, just trying to discuss what is going to be the next move for what used to be 9mag. Of course, Charmaine is still continuing on with this is all Ryan's fault, and they, you know, he done left him high and dry, you know. Forrest just like, listen. These niggas don't understand nothing until they throw a fucking chair on the table. He's like, damn, can you let me talk? My whole thing is, okay, we already know what it is. Ryan is gone. All right, all this bitching and complaining ain't gonna bring the nigga back. In the meantime, what we gonna do? Okay, because we all still together. Lily keeps reiterating that she ain't had no plan B. She ain't got no other income. This is it for her. It had to work out. Okay, so she don't know what she gonna do as far as money is concerned. What happened to Cobra? Is she still on the show? Because the child ain't been on none of the episodes that they keep on talking about her. But whatever. You know, they realize that they are still a team. They not 9mag team, but they are a team, and together they can do something. I said, well, finally, nigga, is it that hard to understand? Now we see Ryan at his shop. He's got his new 9mag banner. It's going to go up at this tattoo convention that's coming up in Chicago. Makes sense that he would be there, considering, you know, people believe that he is one of the top tattoo artists in Chicago. I'm sure this show has helped put him there. So it makes complete sense that he would go. He don't have a team any longer. So he's got to put out feelers out there. He's got to hire some people because he wants to have a strong representation, a strong showing at this convention. Even though they might be temporary, we gonna still make sure that we have a good, strong, solid showing at the convention. Because the streets are saying that, you know, Ryan done fell off and that he done left everybody high and dry. And he was just like, you know, Ryan's still maintaining that he had to move on from all that negativity, all that bullshit that was going on at 9mag. So he don't give a fuck what the streets are saying. He about to prove them all wrong at this convention. Now we see Ashley. She's going to be meeting with Don to let him know her final decision, which is she is going to Texas. So her and the kids, which actually was like, I was like, oh my God, they're not about to have this conversation in front of these little kids. I mean, one of them is a baby, but the other one looks like he might be 5, 6. I mean, not enough to understand exactly what's going on, but enough to know emotions and enough to understand that daddy done pissed off mama or mama done pissed off daddy, and understand tones and, you know, just the fact that he would be able to know that something was wrong. I was like, why y'all got these kids there? But whatever. Don comes in. She tells him, I'm going to Texas. Well, you guys know that Don ain't with it. You ain't taking my kids. He don't want her to go. You know, just because you mad at me don't mean that you get to break up the family. All right. Don will never get it, child. She was like, well, I've thought about it hard, and I've decided that I'm only going to take the smallest baby. Okay, the older kid is in school, and she feels like the routine needs to continue, and it wouldn't be right for her to take him out of school, you know, in the middle of the school year. I mean, I can appreciate that, even though looks like he's no more than first grade or whatever. That whole conversation made me know that she was not going to be gone no permanent length of time. Okay, that she's just going down there probably trying to get her head right. But she's kind of leading Don to believe that she's not coming back, even though I know that Don knows that she is not moving down there permanently. Okay, but for the show's sake, you know, she done kind of made it feel like she's about to be gone. Okay, now Don really has an issue now because he feel like his kids shouldn't be separated, and the boys needed to stay together. Okay, I'd have been like, well, you keep both of them then. Let mama go get her head right. But she was like, he needs to be a father to that one, and I'll take this one with me. She probably only be gone a couple of weeks, y'all. It ain't even that big of a deal. But like I said, he just wants it to be understood that he ain't with it. Well, we don't give a fuck what you think, because the decision has been made and she taking the little baby. Okay, but it was sad out front when she was saying bye to the baby and he was crying and all of that, and I was just like, Now, if you didn't immediately leave and, you know, you guys just did that for the camera, and you took this boy through all these emotions, and then you and the boy still together that night, and then you might have to leave in another week or something, and I mean, too much for these kids. Just way too much. I feel sorry for that little boy having to cry and see his mom walk away like that, and, you know, her just being like, okay, mama, see you, bye. Okay? So, I wasn't really with it. I feel bad that the baby got to deal with the mom and the daddy fuck shit. Now we see Van, he says that the fashion show was a success, but, you know, it wasn't a success enough to take care of all his bills. So, you know, he's still on the grind. Charmaine shows up. He ain't really sure why she there. But Charmaine ain't got shit else to do, bitch. Only work on the weekend. But then he starts to see other people showing up. Okay, Don show up, and Lily, she didn't call this group meeting, okay, at his wherever his facility is that he keep his fashions, and she gets all the group together, and she tells them that we gonna have to just raise money so that we can open our own shop, because they don't have any other options. You know, everybody is with it. All right, that's good. So she says, and we can raise money at the tattoo convention that's coming up. I said, don't. That's the same tattoo convention that Ryan is gonna be at with his new 9 mags. So you already see the conflict brewing. She tells them that the only thing now, when they open this new tattoo shop, she feels like they should all equally run it. That it shouldn't be one person that has it, and then, you know, they all have to listen to this manager, owner type thing. I was just like, how the fuck is this gonna work? Okay, everybody gonna be responsible for what? Putting their money in towards the lease, and, you know, nobody is gonna have any set times. I mean, in the real world, if you had responsible people, that would probably work. But you know, these motherfuckers is not going to do that. Okay, and I can't wait to see the train wreck that's gonna come about with everybody trying to manage their own fucking life. Some people need to be managed. Like, I could never be a field person, because, bitch, I'd never be at work. I need somebody to be telling me to sit my ass at a desk and be in this office. Otherwise, honey, ain't no telling. I already know Roxanne. So, yeah, that's how that's gonna work out. But, yeah, they all seem to be with it. Yeah, that's better. You know, we all equal owners, and we go, okay. And what's the new name? Loyal Inc. Because Ryan's not loyal, y'all. Y'all see the play on that one. They're gonna run that shit into the ground. And speaking of loyalty, you know, Lily does pull Charmaine to the side and tells her all about Velvet coming to Cobra's house and telling her how Terrence was you know, texting Velvet and trying to get with her. Charmaine was like, well, how do you know? And she said, well, she showed me the text messages, and then she showed Charmaine the text messages, and Charmaine was like, you know what, text those to me, because Danielle's her cousin, and she ain't gonna let her fly ass, sexy ass boss cousin go through this shit with Terrence. Even though she do like Terrence, you know, she gotta tell him. And I mean, I agree, you gotta tell her if some shit like that is going down. Charmaine calls Danielle over and says, bitch, we gotta talk about what's going down, you know, with Terrence. So they start up about, you know, Tacky Velvet, and, you know, Danielle, how Velvet came up to her and mentioned, you know, about the engagement, and how she said something about Terrence texting her, and Terrence said that he wasn't texting her, and you know, she believes her man, because why would he be fooling with her, and all of this. I was just like, girl, this Terrence that you talking about, now y'all act like y'all done had the smoothest relationship. Okay, even though she did say in the past it's been rough, but, you know, recently, since I guess maybe he gave her the ring, okay, because they saying that this shit was going on up to 2 weeks before this conversation that Danielle and Charmaine had, that Terrence was still texting Velvet up to 2 weeks before. So I guess, you know, once a nigga finally gave her the ring, he gave up the ghost. That Terrence is full of shit. So anyway, Charmaine is listening to that, and then she says, well, I hate to tell you, but that Terrence is fucking around, or at least was trying to get something going. Well, we do know that they say that he at least got the blowjob. So she shows Danielle the text messages, and, you know, Danielle, I can't believe it, you know, 5 pages of text. Danielle is so in shock, she just can't believe it, and she gonna talk to Terrence, you know, make sure she gets all this clear. I said, okay. So she goes back to her place, and, you know, Terrence gets home, and, you know, at first she's all like, hey baby, how you doing? You doing okay? Okay. Yeah, I love you. You know, I love you so much that I followed you today. That's the kind of tone that she got going. She don't say that, but she was like, is there anything that you want to share with the class? And Terrence ain't clear on what she's talking about, so then she gets more to the point. Well, you know, I I found out that you've been texting Velvet. Okay, I got 5 pages of text messages, and you guys talking about blowjobs, and you wanting to be with her, and y'all trying to hook up, and all of that. And Terrence was like, well, you know, it was just a bad decision, and I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't have did it. I don't have an excuse. Okay, I made a mistake, but I still want to marry you. And she was just like, are you kidding me? Like, what did you guys? Did you guys fuck? I mean, you gave her. Did she give you a blowjob? Your face in the place? What? He say no, he didn't do none of that. That he was just trying to hook up with her, but then he realized, you know, maybe that wasn't the best idea, and he pulled out. But I was like, yeah, tell your lies to somebody else, bitch. I don't care who tell it. She said, listen, why would you ask me to get married if you wasn't ready? And he was like, no, I am ready. You know, I just made a mistake, and why can't we move past this? People kill me thinking that just because you apologize that now you automatically supposed to just move on. It don't work like that, Terrence. So Danielle was like, no, we ain't getting married, not right now anyway. You know, I'm gonna take off this ring and give it back to you because you need to think about your mistakes. We gonna see what happened with Danielle and Terrence. It's about to be a whole bunch of fool of fucking niggatry with those two. This whole thing with Van, you know, we trying to get the more personal side of Van because he just so fucking crazy that everybody kind of sees him as a madman. We trying to soften Van's edges out. I see that. So, you know, what better way to do that than show him as a concerned father? He's sitting with his girlfriend and his 16-year-old daughter. You know, her phone keeps going off. His text messages. He goes through her phone and finds out that she's got a boyfriend. Okay. And he not ready for boyfriends. Even though she's 16, he knew what he was doing back when he was 16. So now he don't want the same for his daughter. See, this how these need to be. When you thinking about fucking over somebody, you need to think about your daughter and what she might be going through, and try to set a better example, okay, for these men out, for these little boys out here, so that they won't be doing the same thing that you was doing when they get older. But anyway, I'm getting off track. He wants to meet the boyfriend. And what can the daughter say? She ain't got no choice because he gonna do that. So they going on a little date to the movies. And, you know, we have a cute little scene. Kind of reminds you of Bad Boys, but just on 1000. When they get to the movie theater, they meeting the little boy there. You know, Van all prison swole, you know, with the wife beater. And then he got a whole legion of other prison swole coming. Don and all them. And, you know, this is just a cute little scene to sort of scare her little boyfriend into acting right. Okay, don't be touching her. Don't be feeling on her. Open the door for her. Don't be calling her no names. Okay, be very respectful. Yada, yada, yada. Cute. Okay, the little boy looked like he might have had a smidgen of fear, but we also know that it was for TV. So, but cute enough. And like I said, they're trying to soften out Van's edges. And even though nobody really cares about this shit, I guess it does kind of make us see him in a different light. Now, this tattoo convention, y'all know that they doing this work for Loyal Ink. Fucking stupid ass name. So, you know, they gonna do tats and they gonna do piercings and they got a DJ and they gonna sell merchandise, and you know, it's gonna be what's up. So they're all there getting prepared. Right while they getting ready, Ford remembers he don't have his certification paperwork that says that he can tattoo. So he was like, oh shit, I gotta go. You know, Charmaine, why you don't have your shit? Okay, can't depend on no fucking body. But I believe that Ford had a premonition with what was gonna go down with Ryan and did not want to be a part of it. But whatever, the show gotta go on. So Charmaine gets on the microphone, you know, the hostess with the mostest. Okay, she's just talking to everybody about Loyalty Inc. or Loyal Inc. and what they gonna be doing and all of this. Again, we blaming it all on Ryan. It looks like it's working. They're bringing more people to their booth, and Van says that this shit might work. And you know, Lily really has her faith in it. She working her ass off because she really wants this to happen as well. Everything is going good until Don remembers that he got to pick up the baby from school. Y'all know he a single dad now. Okay, so he leaves, and again, I think it's a premonition of them two not wanting to be involved with what happens with Ryan, because those two were the ones who stayed the most. They stayed pretty neutral in all of the shit. It was pretty much more Van and Charmaine and Danielle that was really pushing the Ryan and Kat thing. So Don leaves. So now Charmaine is like, fuck, these niggas is gone. Like, we need to go and get some more business. Her and Danielle. So they gonna walk around the convention and try to get people to come to their booth. So, you know, they going around the convention, they walking. And while they asking people to go over to 9 Mag, used to be 9 Mag, sorry, it's Loyal Inc. now. They see that Ryan is there with the new 9 Mag. and they can't believe it. Is that him over there with the 9 mag? You know, he over there with his banner. He taking pictures. Ronald McDonald fro. You know how it goes. And they are upset. Why wouldn't you think that Ryan would be there? I'm just like, y'all just be doing so much for this show, and it don't even be making no fucking sense. You know, Charmaine, oh my God, he dismantled 9 mag and brought all those new people here after we all been together and been through so much. This is how he treats us? Okay, now all of a sudden, Caesar from Black Ink New York, that nigga just poofs, solidifies out of thin air. All of a sudden he there, and he trying to find out why Ryan is doing this. And Ryan was like, I had to leave him alone, okay? Leave the chicken dinner, get with a winner type thing. Caesar was like, yeah, I've seen these things happen. I've been through it. I'm telling you, it's no coming back when you start cutting ties like this. But Ryan was like, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care about what they didn't want to be loyal to me. So I can't be worried about how they feeling right now. Fuck your feelings. His whole thing is, oh well, okay? So, like I said, Danielle and Charmaine is so upset. They go back over to Loyal Inc. and they let Van know. Ryan is over there with his new 9 mag crew. Oh, Lord. You about to get this nigga feeling mad again today. I just said we was trying to, you know, show him in a different light. So, you know, Van, he go kick a chair. I said, oh, here we And then Lily says, you know what, she got to talk to Ryan because she don't understand why he did what he did. So she sections him off first. She goes and tells him like she don't feel like it's right for him to leave everybody because she didn't do nothing to him, and that she was always loyal to him, and you know, and that's right, fine. You were loyal or you was cool, but there's still a way more stronger force of negativity just out of Van and Charmaine and Danielle. He was just like over it. Okay, so he was trying to explain that to her, but of course she ain't understand it because she just mad because she can't pay her bills for next month. So Ryan sort of was just like, sorry. I was like, girl, go on and work for Ryan over there at the new 9 mag then if you so worried about your money. But the big confrontation. Now, we had already had a confrontation between Van and Ryan, so why are we doing this again? I'm not quite sure. But Charmaine and Van come over there. Rachel jump in and like, listen, we ain't fixing to do that today, okay? Because that's my family, all right? So if my family don't fuck with you, then I don't fuck with y'all either, okay? So y'all need to disperse, but you know, they ain't doing that. Charmaine want to know how he can do this, and Ryan says that he ain't got to explain shit to her, and definitely not Van either. Okay, y'all know what it was. You was disloyal. You was disrespectful. That's why he left y'all ass over there. Okay, y'all felt like you can run shit the best way that you can and run shit the best way you can. You know, Van, I've been here. You know, I got this 9 mag on my neck. Nigga, we did not know that the fact that you guys, and maybe I need to get tattooed on my neck, my job, so everybody know how serious I am about it. If I didn't give a fuck about that tattoo, you got 50,000 other ones. We can't even see that shit. Ryan's whole attitude was like, oh well, and Van finally was like, you know, I ain't gonna stand here with this shit. You know, he mad, he punching that shit when he walk away. I said, it's increasing. It's coming, y'all. Charmaine following him. Van, don't lose it. Van, just don't lose it. That's all I want you to do is don't lose it. It's sort of like when somebody keep on saying, don't get mad, but you know, you gonna get madder because you already know it's some shit, right? She low-key pumping his ass up, and they get outside, and then we finally get the Van that we know and love. He said he a bitch ass nigga and that he fucked up his livelihood. If I knew that bitch was gonna be here, I wouldn't even fucking be here. I'm ready to smack that bitch in his face. Well, there goes Van, y'all. Girl, you better back up, Charmaine, before he accidentally bust you in the fucking face. But, yeah. Hopefully this is the last of the confrontations. It actually is kind of weird to have Van and them on one side and Ryan and them to be on the other side, because Ryan doesn't seem like he's ever planning on coming back together with them. So I don't know how they're going to make this work by the end of this season. They're going to have a show about 2 different tattoo shops. I mean, I guess they tried to do something like that on Black Ink New York. Like, it don't make sense to me. And somebody going to have to be friends eventually, or else they going to... What, it's gonna be 2 tattoo shops? It don't make sense. So we'll see. All right, you guys, let me get off of here. Been out here way too long. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's Force Rocks, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Not planning on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.